Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
Namaskar and welcome to annual refresher program in English language teaching. I guess most of you know me now, but still I would like to say that I am Professor Jagdish Joshi, Director and Professor of UGC Human Resource Development Center of Gujarat University, Ahmedabad, and the course coordinator of this ARPIT program. Friends, as we all know, we are planning this course as a refresher course. This refresher course is planned as a course which is at your time, your place, and your availability. This is a 40 hours program. We have 20 hours of video content and 20 hours of e-content. I know that many of you have seen many videos. I'm getting continuous feedback. I'm getting lot of comments and discussions on discussion forum. I'm very happy with your participation. Friends, this is the way we try to improvise ourselves. I know that we are very good teachers, but we together try to transform ourselves from good teacher to a better teacher. Friends, we are going to talk about web tools today. And I would like to introduce today's resource person. She is Dr. Priya Advani. She specializes in communication and English language teaching. She has lot of exposure of technology and using technology, ICT tools, web tools for teaching and learning. She very well integrates the teaching and learning with ICT. She is an assistant professor in the Department of English, SD Jain International College, Surat. She has been teaching for last 13 years and she has published about 21 research papers in national and international reputed journals. She has recently authored a book titled Learning of English Language and Associated Problems. She tried to look at various problems associated with learning and teaching of English language. The book explores a variety of critical issues related to the learner's demographic details, habits, peer pressure, and career relevance. She has attended many conferences in vivid academic institutions like IITM Gwalior and many others. She is a part of editorial board of quite a few international and national scholarly journals. Dr. Advani is also very active in terms of workshop organization. She regularly works for training of trainers or this kind of programs. Quite a few of them are online and quite a few of them are offline. She is organizing various national and international level workshops. She delivers her services as a resource person in them. With these words, I would like to invite Dr. Priya Advani to talk about web tools. Before she talk about this, I would like to tell you something about this Web Tools 2.0. Learning with Web Tools 2.0 implies that learning rather than teaching contributes with content and discusses those contributions with their contents, whether these are colleagues, educators, or friends. So friends, it is a kind of collaborative work. You come together and you work together using different tools. Pedagogical aspects of teaching with web tools present a holistic way of teaching and learning that is common to both digital and classroom learning. Even meeting the needs of current generation. The most important challenge that would be time spent on well-developed course. So the educator and student can be pulled into challenges or pulled into challenging the norms of the modern education and truly embrace the concept of being educated. So friends, exactly it is the idea that you try to use it as a flip mode. You try to use it as a combined mode where there is a classroom learning and teaching, there are practices with the students, and again you are using lot of tools. Apparently, now only a few students understand the philosophy of Web 2.0 tools. Because see, we are living in a generation where there are three kind of people. One kind of person is a digital illiterate, One kind of person is a digital native and one kind of person is a digital migrant. Many of us are digital migrants. We born in a time where no digitalization was there, but we are living in an era where there is a lot of digitalization happening. But at the same time, friends, we are dealing with the generation which is purely digital native. But again, if we look at some rural areas, if we look at some tribal belts, if we look at such areas where really digitalization hasn't reached, then it may be possible that few of them do not understand really what is the philosophy, and few of them really understand the philosophy of this Web 2.0. However, once the student understand how these tools work, they will have the ability to make efficient use of them in the learning processes. And it is our role as a teacher, it is our role as an educator, it is our role as a facilitator of learning to educate them on these tools. Educators themselves must understand the nature of these tools to obtain tangible benefits. I mean to say, we as an educator should first understand it clearly. Once you start using some tool, one tool, other tool, maybe two tools, three tools, then you will be very much interested in them. They are to facilitate us. They are to make our teaching and learning simple. Nonetheless, it seems that there are greater benefits that could be achieved by implementing e-learning 2.0 initiatives. Primary directive or primary function of a teacher, of an educator, is to make learning easier, and the learning should reach to our students. There should be conceptualization that should reach to our students to understand what we are trying to teach them. That is what is expected when we teach. So these tools, particularly this kind of tools, whether they are Web 2.0 tools, IC2 tools, or different kind of tools, they help us making our teaching and learning more interesting and more easy. Interacting with online learning platform even makes our life, as far as teaching and learning is concerned, very interesting and very easy. This is where this Web 2.0 tools, online tools, and many other such related tools shall proxy traditional teaching methods. I would like to invite Dr. Priya Advani here on the floor, and I would request her to talk on Web 2.0 tools. Welcome, Priya ji, with us on this ARPIT program.
Thank you, Dr. Jagdish Joshi, for giving me such a great opportunity to work for National Project ARPIT. Namaskar, dear friends and fellow academicians. Today, I am going to discuss with you the new pedagogical approach, that is teaching with web tools. A human being is a social animal and could not have been more relevant if one looks at the social paradigm existing in today's context. The way social media has taken world by storm since the advent of new tab platform that was being touted as Web 2.0. For the new tech has grown into a plymouth where more than devices, human beings are connected to their daily dose of social commentary. The government, by the way of programs specifically directed towards education, will have to get new generation involved by means of technology. This will be a daunting task as penetration of education and technology does not go hand on hand for population which is still struggling for necessities of basic nature. So, let's start with this module. Why to teach with web tools? First, it improves engagement. Creating a classroom community where meaningful conversations can happen isn't easy. It's an ongoing process that takes time, but using online discussion tools can be a great way to help your students build these skills. Improved knowledge retention. In the days before the internet, training students didn't have much to work with. Their only tool were classroom sessions, hilariously bad VHS training and manuals that everyone said that they had read. It's the future now. There is a universe tools to help learners retain more of what they are taught. Encourages individual learning. Web 2.0 tools are free digital programs that can be used for creating and sharing student general projects and products. They are interactive, multi-purpose, easy to use digital platforms that encourage students to collaborate with each other or create, share, individualized response products. And the next point is encourage Collaboration. Students can collaborate with classmates to create response products, or they can share completed products with peers in their class. Students in other sections or other learners around the world, Web 2.0 tools create opportunities for students to share what they are learning with a wider audience. Another point is, students can learn useful life skills through technology. Technology is an effective tool for teaching life skills. Such skills include self-confidence, creative and critical thinking, responsibility, goal setting and teamwork. Now I come up to the benefits of teachers. What benefits are having teachers for web tools? Online teaching has become a hot trend in recent times. An online teaching experience, unlike a traditional classroom experience, comprises of a number of computer-assisted teaching procedures involving some computer tools and software. Before we discuss the top benefits of online teaching, let's discuss the two broad categories of types of online teaching. Now I move on to the objectives of this module. The first objective is to identify the needs and aspirations on a broader spectrum, to identify the target and structure of education being imparted, to develop curriculum which is suitable in learning and imparting educational values with interactions of science, art and human values, to identify resources and strategies for achieving what is right for education and its stipulated aim, to develop education models leading to improvement in process of learning, to develop the right kind of aid and equipment to meet the purpose of education, to identify the major constraints in the environment and the ways and means to tackle those, to help marginalized section of the society by extending educational opportunities, to manage educational systems covering but limited to plan, valuation and implementation,